Thank you, Honourable Chair. Madam Speaker, the ACDP acknowledges Parliament's commitment to complying with government's fiscal objective of reducing the deficit and stabilising debt. We recognise, however, that this is going to place a tremendous strain on this institution, which must deliver on its priorities. Now, since the introduction in 2012, the expenditure ceiling in each financial year has never been breached, and that's no small achievement, but members of Parliament and staff have felt the constraints and frustration of this discipline. Possibly the most concerning aspect of the stringent measures is the impact it is having on staff and the resulting dissatisfaction, leading to both disruptive union action and the loss of valued and experienced members of staff. This sort of climate also leaves people vulnerable to being used in the agendas of those who would like to see Parliament fail. Budget limits on compensation of employees introduced in 2016 have been carried over to 2017. The departments will be compelled to manage personnel numbers and employee earnings in line with these budget allocations, and this is proving disastrous, as the work of Parliament depends to a large degree on a dedicated, hard-working core of staff members. To make just one example, we have 5 lawyers and 2 seniors in our State Law Department. Apart from unprecedented numbers of indictments to handle, their presence is critically important in committees, especially when legislation is dealt with. If our committees are feeling the strain, sharing 5 law advisors and 2 seniors, and they are, I can only imagine what those state law advisors are actually experiencing. These are men and women of excellence who do an incredible job, and we must not allow intensified efforts to improve efficiency and expenditure to so negatively impact on them or the committees and the members they serve. There's also the added pressure of reduced overseas funding of important parliamentary programs, the EU funding, for example, and the trends as they are, we cannot expect any significant change for the better in this direction. So the ACDP is of the strong opinion that Treasury must urgently reassess the budget with these and other important issues in mind, and amendments must be made or Parliament will count the cost in so many other ways. Lastly, while the ACDP appreciates our vibrant democracy and the freedom political parties have to engage, challenge, and vie for power, and we recognise the importance of a strong and relevant opposition, we caution members of Parliament not to let these freedoms translate into destabilising our Parliament or our democracy. We must not allow our freedom to impact negatively on already constrained budgets, and must ensure that the people of South Africa are not deprived of services needed to ensure present and future generations have every opportunity for personal and collective growth and prosperity. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Member.